God damn. Good luck editing that to be scary.
I'm sorry, did I scare you? Well, don't worry. Roar means I love you in dinosaur. XD. I think that's scarier than me trying to scare people. Whatever. Fear is something that's normal in our lives. We all have different fears, and we all let fear control us to varying degrees. For the month of October, we're going to be talking about all things wicked, evil, and scary for the month. So why not start off our horror series by analyzing the root of it all: fear. Fear is one of those natural responses that's essential to survival. Without it, animals and people wouldn't be able to protect themselves from genuine threats. Aristotle said of fear that he believed it to be the opposite of confidence, not unlike how hot and cold are opposites in that sense. He believed not that people should pursue fearlessness, but that through acts of virtue such as courageousness, fear could be overcome, and that truly great people were those who could do so. Interestingly enough, he believed that fear had a direct connection to the physical body, that there was a relationship between the physical and the mental, similar to the connection between biology and psychology found today. To this day, fear continues to be studied by philosophers, scientists, and psychologists as one of the core human emotions we are capable of feeling. For a quick science lesson on how fear actually works in our brain, we have something called the amygdala, which can be found just above our brainstem, which I would point out, but I don't know where it is in my head, and I wasn't very good at biopsych, so I am sorry. Please show an infographic somewhere here, editor, thank you. How it works is that when you sense something that is potentially dangerous, it sends out signals to other parts of the brain to essentially keep you on your toes, hence the feeling of fear. Fear is overall a response to a threat, whether it may be internal or external threats. Examples of some internal threats are usually negative thoughts or flashbacks of traumatic or what they perceived as scary experiences occurred in the past. It can also be from thinking of the future. External threats, on the other hand, include anything that occurs in their respective environments, such as being attacked by a creature or being chased by a dangerous person. Fear is also a trigger, which may lead to the person going into a flight or fight response, with freeze being considered as another response when the person is unable to choose between either flight or fight. With all that said, how does one manage their fear? Well, just as there are many types of fears and responses to them, there are many ways to counter them as well. And there's an airplane. Fear's background noise. Hi. Avoid avoidance, or face your fears in that sense. Believe it or not, facing your fears would actually do you better than to avoid them, really. Avoiding your fear may make you feel more comfortable for the moment, but it's actually teaching your amygdala, again, the fear center in your brain, that you can't handle it at all. Meaning, the more you avoid your fear, the less likely you'll be able to conquer them in the future. Second, practice mindfulness. Fear can also come from simply not knowing much about what you're scared of. Learning about what you fear, like being afraid of being on a plane and crashing, can help you calm down. Realizing that there's less of a chance to die on a plane than it is due to smoking may help you realize that you're probably going to be fine on a plane. Making a plan when you're about to face your fear is also highly encouraged. Diving into the deep end is probably a bad idea, so taking it step by step would be better, as long as you move forward and make progress every step of the way. That's already amazing. When hit with an anxiety attack, some people recommend a certain practice wherein it helps the person ground themselves into the present, called the rule of threes. When a person is struck with fear, that brain starts racing all over the place and makes this person think of the absolute worst that could happen to them. Using the 3 instructions in the rule of threes helps with calming the brain as they now have something else to focus on. The 3 techniques include looking around and naming 3 things, name 3 sounds that you can hear, like an airplane that's about to pass right now as I'm recording this, or the rain that's going outside, which you may be able to hear. And 3, to move 3 different parts of your body. Lastly, simply breathing is one of the tried and tested ways of calming your brain. Adjusting your breathing rhythm can immediately influence your emotional states by slowing down and controlling your breathing. With it, you can slow down all the fear-induced activity in your brain and regulate your blood pressure. Fear is a common thing, and although we all have different individual fears, how we react to and manage that fear is universal to all of us. Rather than ignoring your own fear or judging others for theirs, why not try to manage and cope with your fears together instead? Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Comment any topic you'd like for us to tackle next in the comments. And all I ask is that you all have a great day.